podcast right now? Woo! Please welcome Abby. Come on up, Abby.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Abby.
Hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
I'm an alcoholic. I've been sober for 5 years and 4 months. I started this podcast to try and reintegrate into society. It sucks. You know, some doesn't feel right. You know, I usually record these episodes naked in my apartment. I would take the pants off too, but you're not getting my labia for free, Zach.
How much money do we have to raise?
There's a cover. Which in this getup, there's not. So, Sarah, you're the first official. Oh, this podcast is called Dry Humor. With Abby Gonteric. I'm Abby Gonteric. We've got Sarah Aswell as our first ever guest.
I'm your first guest?
There's 9 episodes.
Oh, wow.
And the most notable one is me eating cereal.
So we have a chance to be the most notable episode?
We do.
Okay. Do you want Jared to talk during your podcast?
Absolutely
okay.
not.
Great. Okay.
Noted.
Okay, so bring me through the segments. What's your first
All right,
podcast
so
segment?
for our first segment, we're going to do bad advice.
Bad advice. Yeah.
Is there anybody in the audience who needs some advice?
All right. Let's see. We want a good question. Oh, someone needs it desperately. Yes.
General life advice?
General
Yes.
life advice.
Sex advice, love advice, life advice, whatever it is.
Yeah, let's get something a little
Or
more
specific, something real
Do you want to try to
specific.
go more specific?
No.
You just want any way forward in your life. Okay, Abby, let's help this person.
Okay,
They need any advice to
Do you
get
have-
to tomorrow.
do you have a job?
Yes.
Cool. Do you have friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have hobbies?
Yeah.
Hesitation there. Do you have a partner?
Yes.
Let's go back to the hobbies. Get more of them. Sarah, anything from you?
Well, let's go a little deeper. What are your hobbies? What do you do?
I'm trying to weave.
You're trying. Okay, we found the problem.
Okay. Get better hobbies.
I'm trying to weave. That's worse than weaving.
Oh God.
Now, if you want to try some latch hooking, I have a half-done raccoon yarn art project that would be fulfilling. It's older than this podcast, and this podcast is 4 years old.
I love this. Okay. Do you feel better?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
Great.
So that anybody else? Yes.
So can you tell me if I should change my major?
What's your major right now?
Parks and Recreation Management?
Is there a
That's a major? No.
Can you switch over to evil dictator?
All my credits would transfer.
I'm wondering about like the one credit that would transfer from Parks and Rec to evil dictator. Just like leadership. We see trees.
Biochemical warfare. I don't think that's a major.
But should you change your major? I think
No.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is bad.
Oh, it's
advice.
bad
Well, we're
advice.
just supposed to
Okay.
be shitty about it, I think.
Okay.
I've literally done this podcast.
Okay,
5
okay,
times.
here we go. My bad advice is keep being strong and know that everything's going to be okay.
So don't change your major.
Okay, what's segment 2? We got to keep going.
This one is Ask Abby.
Ask Abby. Okay.
And this is where you ask Abby one question that you've always wanted to.
Okay. Oh, I've got this. Okay, so most of you might not know this. Abby used to be a serious wrestler. I really want to hear like a wrestling tale from your wrestling days.
Like actually wrestling or like not the wrestling part? Okay.
No, not the wrestling part is very interesting. Tell what you want to tell. What's on your bow?
Well, this
Or-
one's gonna this will wrap it up
Okay.
in a nice little bow. So I was in
Great Falls.
Lewistown. Oh no, we're not talking about that tonight. I was in Lewistown for Class A duels. I was wrestling this kid, and I didn't have a lot of stamina. I just kind of went in and tried to get it done, and if I couldn't get it done again. And then if I couldn't get it, I didn't last the whole 6 minutes. So I had this kid pinned and they didn't call it and whatever, so I kept, this whole bullshit where I kept just throwing the kid on the mat and waiting for it and nothing and letting him back up and whatever. So I got kind of tired and I threw up on the mat. Like, just... And I was so over this shit that I looked up at the ref mid-wrestling match and I was like, hey dog, I threw up on the mat. He's like, stop talking to me. And then I was like, fine, whatever, I'm just gonna throw this kid in it and I'll take it seriously. I missed it when I threw him, but it was close enough that he freaked out because he could see it. He freaked out. He's like, "There's throw up on the mat." I ended up pinning him, and then he went back to the locker room, and some of my teammates came back to me and said, he asked for my number, and if I was single, and if he had a chance. And they were like, dude, she just threw up on you. I was like, she's hot. So that sums it up.
Oh, I love that. I think that says so much about both of you. It's beautiful. I wonder if that's a fetish. I'm gonna find out tonight. I mean, vomit, not wrestling. I'm sure wrestling is. Fetish.
How are you gonna find out?
I don't know. The internet.
Just go to Reddit.
Reddit.
Safe search off.
Yeah.
Vomit.
Yeah. Or we. Yeah.
Were you gonna say we could do it right now? I mean, that's more of my podcast where I end up on Reddit and I just start
Reading Reddit.
yeah.
I would listen to that podcast.
Sometimes I do it in voices.
Okay, we have to move on to segment 3.
Okay, segment 3. Abby asks.
Oh.
Sarah, one question I've always wanted to ask you.
Okay.
What is your deepest insecurity?
My deepest-
No, I'm just kidding. What's your favorite sexual position, and where's the weirdest place you've had sex?
All right, so
Hit me.
they have the same answer, all three.
Oh.
Let's see. My favorite sexual position. I'm a famous pillow princess. So my favorite sexual position is the starfish.
Looks like we're not hooking up after this.
But we could just lay together. Could we hold one of our hands? I love that. Okay, that's hot though. Okay. Yeah. No, and I tell a joke about it, that a guy dumped me because and said I was a starfish, and I was really upset about it. And I wanted to say something, but it seemed like take a lot of energy. So yeah, favorite. Is that a sexual position, starfish? I don't know. Or what about just getting head? Is that a sexual position?
To be fair, I know nothing, and my therapist had to tell me, Abby, that's just sex.
Oh,
After a guy had to tell me, Abby, it's just sex.
it's just sex. Okay.
I thought it was like a move, like Spider-Man shit. Okay,
Okay.
weirdest place you've ever had sex?
Weirdest place I've had sex, other than the third hole. Let's see. Just so many choices. The one that's standing out to me in the moment, but I'm sure it's not the weirdest place. But I had sex on like one of the layout chairs at a motel pool area. Yeah, not much approval from the audience. Not much approval. I was very young. I mean, but old enough.
That's hot.
Yeah.
When you said I was older.
Yeah.
I was like, that's hotter.
That's hotter. All right, Abby, our time is up. Is there anything else we need to do here? How do people listen to your podcast?
Anywhere you get podcasts, just type in dry humor.
Awesome.
Get ready for the weirdest time of your life.
Yay!
I didn't say greatest, I said weirdest. You can also follow me on Instagram, on my personal one, Notorious ABI. My podcast, Dry Humor, Abby, whatever. You can also see me Friday hosting the Rodney Norman Show. I better work on that. Saturday night, I'll be here back at the Zach, or at least my friend will. Brady Golden Dawn, he's doing stand-up for the first time. He's hot. He kind of looks like me.